everyone, my name is Lotus Sandoval, and this is a review. Boak, 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 boak. So this movie was not a letdown. It made me speechless for once in my life. There are flaws to this movie, but it will be going to spoilers, so click on my other video that talks about it. But let's focus on what is good about it, spoiler free. This movie is a good movie for Transformer fans, new Transformer fans, and the general audience. And for that, the plot does have to be simple, but they wrote it in a way to be more complex than just a simple adventure story. Transformers 1 does use some typical cliches that I will go into the spoiler video, but honestly, it's not that bad. Transformers 1 puts its own spin on the Alliance continuity by making both Optimus, aka Orion Pax, and Megatron, aka D16, as lower class individuals that don't have T-Cogs, which is basically the organ that makes a Transformer transform. They make it so clear that Optimus and Megatrons are like best friends, the best of buddies. They are like the closest fucking relationship that they'll ever have in any Transformer media. I read this one tweet that they're making Optimus and Megatron gayer as the continuity goes on, and I can see that. I like how their already established relationship gradually kinda disestablishes itself after the plot is set in stone. To me, it kinda feels like it is rushed because they do have to make D16 the villain and make him Megatron. Making a villain needs to happen gradually as the movie goes on, and to me, you can't really fit it in an hour-and-a-half movie when other characters need to be developed as well. But what they did is they combined both Optimus and Megatron's origin as one, so one can't exist without the other. But they did lean more on Optimus' origin story because in any media, you can only have one main character to focus on. It's hard to pull off two main characters at the same time when you only have an hour and a half to develop them. So I can excuse them for rushing D16 development in the movie. But it's hardly noticeable for the average person because since I like to nitpick and critic things rather harshly, but it doesn't mean I didn't like it. They handled the origins the best that they could, and it came out beautifully and well developed. The comedy was rather funny, and there wasn't a moment where I was not laughing and jumping with joy when they referenced other Transformer media or seeing some of my favorite characters. The characters banter with each other has chemistry, and there was no moment where it was awkward because the dialogue was pretty good. The animation is full of life and so vibrant. At first, I was put off by the CGI, but I grew to like it. The action scenes were surprisingly good. The fighting scenes in most Transformers media are rather lacking because they lack fighting with their ult mode. They do lack in this movie with the ult mode fighting, but the hand-to-hand combat and other fighting styles do make it up for it. I do want to keep this video short because I can go on about why I like this movie, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys because I highly recommend everyone to watch it for yourself. It's completely different, but at the same time, it's so familiar if you're a Transformer fan, and it's so fucking fun. It's got everything you need for a Transformer fan or for an average person who doesn't know Transformers. You don't need prior knowledge about Transformers. And honestly, Transformers media don't really need to have complex stories because a true Transformer fan all really cares about is giant robots transforming and fighting each other, forming bonds with each other, and all in all, just seeing Megatron's luscious, enormous, gigantic fucking... This movie is a fucking 9 out of 10. It's a must watch. Watch it for yourself. I highly recommend watching it when the movie comes out or whenever it's out, you know, just watch it. Just watch it, please. Give it a try. Give it a try.